Another Division 2 build video, and we're going to be discussing the PTS and everything that's going on with that. I have a I would like you to go check out if you want to know who's doing the PTS, who's involved in the PTS and things of that nature. I would say check out Lieutenant Buzz Lightyear. He has some input on it. Nothing But Skills. I've seen something on there, and I've seen out those people, and they're great content creators as well. They have a lot of Division 2 content as well. Also, I want to throw my 2 cents in on the whole debates of what's going on with everything and things of that nature. Exotics coming to the DZ and how I feel about it. Also, I want to talk about the skill tier change for it. It is alright. If you don't want to get got by a status effect build, what do? You go ahead and you put on hazard protection. If you don't want to get got by explosive, you put on explosive resistance. Now the whole thing is that's got everybody up in an uproar about PvP, and we're gonna start with the skill tier change. If you are not wearing a 6 skill tier, you will not be able to jam a 6 skill tier. If you are wearing a 2 skill tier and you decide to go ahead and jam somebody, you can't jam them anymore. I agree with that because it gives skill-based players a chance to fight against the armored damage players that are out there.
Agent,
now,
Lewis's last known location was at the lab. Got word there's a black.
I understand where they might have a gripe with that because someone could stick a drone on your sniper turret and all these other things that really hit hard. But can you really be mad that they did that, being that this is a skill looter shooter where everything in the game should be utilized in some shape or form? You know what I'm saying? It's not just one-sided. So how can you be mad about skills in the game and they're going to still be in the game? Well, then if they do that, then there's no reason to nerf the shrapnel trap, right? If they give you a chance to EMP it,
this feels like a trap.
If that was the case, but apparently that's not the case. I think people are upset about it is because it's going to change people's gameplay. You're gonna actually have to, if you're rolling in a 4-man group, you're just gonna have to have a skill-based player on your team to EMP other skill-based players. And if you don't have a skill-based player on your team, or you don't like running skills, it's going to force you to have to learn how to utilize the skills in the game. And that, for some people, is going to be a learning curve. Because not everybody's a skill-based player, or not everybody can operate a turret or drone or any of the other skills that are in the game. And believe me, there are a lot of skills in the game that do a lot of damn damage. And I mean a lot of damage. We're talking about stuff that can literally take you out with 1 or 2 hits, no problem.
Agent, you'll need to use the console to disable the EMP.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Oh, wow. What happened? Oh, the EMP jammer got me. So I'm all for it. If you can't build a skill build, or you can't build a hybrid build that will have 6 skill tiers and you have damage and everything of that nature, I feel all the hybrid stuff that they are doing, because everybody has been running the same thing for so long. It's become old. It's become old. Like, I'm glad the Ninja Bike backpack is coming to the game. That's going to be a game changer for all sorts of DPS builds, skill builds, you name it. It's gonna do a lot for a lot of builds that people want to run. Even status effect builds are about to go completely haywire when that backpack jumps out. And everybody wants to scream meta this, meta that. It's gonna be a new meta. Yeah, it's gonna be a new meta. I'm gonna tell you what the new meta is gonna be. The new meta is going to be, people are going to be having to run different stuff to counter other people's different stuff. And if you're not playing chess out there and you're playing checkers, you're just going to get caught out there with your butt in the air. And no one wants to be caught out there with that butt in the air, trust me. Not a good one. But this is what happens when you're reliant on one phase of a game instead of focusing on the whole doggone thing. Now you're forced to do something that you never thought you would have to do, and it sucks. It really sucks that you all are gonna have to learn a different play style now, but it is what it is. I feel the changes that they're making is just to make it fair across the board. Now, if you don't want it to be fair across the board, that's a different story, but they're making the game fair across the board. I can't deny that, because if we have all these armor builds with all this damage and they can rip through people with 3 million armor on, and then you have all these builds with skill builds that can rip through your ass, that'll even it out. That'll even out the playing field, which is exactly what we've been wanting to do anyway. So, if that's what we've been wanting to do anyway, let them do it. I'm down for all of that. I'm with all of that. Go ahead, do it. Do it. I'm for all that. Yeah, I'm with the shits with that one. Do it.
System disrupted.
Make raid exclusive. Yes, they should have been in an open world by now. The game is, so many people want to play raids, so many people don't do stuff solo. You know what I'm saying? Like, not everybody's is a team player. I get it. I'm really all for do what you do. You don't want to be in a group. You don't want to be in a group, and you want to have everything in the game. I feel like you should be able to have everything in the game. I get it. I'm for all that. You know why? Because we spend too much time getting mad over little bitty things in this game, and we know there's bigger stuff wrong with the game that we could be fixing on. Like, we can be fixing on people using third-party cheats and stuff like that. We can be fixing on just different aspects of the game, more game modes and stuff like that. I was like, don't waste their time. Let them do what they're doing to the game. Adjust to the changes, just like we adjust to the changes. I can't get everything I want out of the game, so I play the game as it is. Let's face it, there is no looter shooter quite like this. It's not. I don't care what you say. There is no looter shooter quite like the Division. It's just not. Oops. And as much as we hate and we gripe and we complain about it, we still come back to this game because of the element of this game. Like, just like there's certain people that still play Div 1 because they're like, oh my god, the immersiveness, and it's not all run down like the second installment and everything of that nature. But the game is meant to change. If the game stays the same, nobody will play it. Just saying. Nobody would play it if it stayed the same. It's these differences and these different things that they're trying to do to the game that makes it interesting. And that's what we want. We want the game to be as interesting as possible. So therefore, we can have the type of experience we're looking for.
System malfunctioning.
And what type of experience are we looking for? Immersion. We want to be immersed in games. We want to be captivated by games. If we wanted all the games to be the same thing, we have the same type of games. There are people that play Call of Duty because of the quick kills and the speed runs, and you can upgrade your guns and all the crazy skins and things of that nature. And they like to be on top of battle royales and all types of stuff. There's different things for different people. It's just what it is. Just like I enjoy playing a game where I can just walk around killing a bunch of NPCs, being a ghost. I can be a sniper. I can switch up my outfits whenever I want to. I like stuff like that. That's why I'm a third-party looter shooter person. Like, totally be honest with you, if Destiny was a third-person looter shooter, I would have played Destiny a little bit more too. Don't. I have these games, and I see why people play them. I see why people enjoy them, and I see why some people get frustrated with the Division. I get it. It is what it is, but we can't always complain about every little nick and cranny of this game and then turn it on every 5 minutes, like to upgrade our status in the game and upgrade our gear and all the time we done put in upgrading our characters and stuff like that. It took a lot of time to get these characters where they are. So don't be too harsh on the devs. They're trying to do the best they can with what they got. So I'm all for the new changes that they got coming to the game and stuff like that. I hope they actually introduce the specialization change up this time, because that's something I have been anticipating, because that'd be a game changer too, because that'll open up all the specializations most people don't run to run them. Like if you know you can get the fire grenade on a status build, or you can get the cluster grenade on an explosive build and things of that nature. Those things make a big difference. It could bring back some of the gear we don't use, like the what do you call it? The what do you call that doggone backpack? What's that backpack called? It's a skill tier backpack. It's what is that backpack name? I can't think of the backpack name right now. It's gonna come to me in a little bit. It's not the Memento, it's the other one. What is that backpack? Well, whatever. That backpack gives you extra grenades, pretty much, or gives you a chance of getting your grenades back. And just imagine that on an explosive build, and you can just spam grenades at people and stuff like that. Like, and they don't have to be EMP grenades; they can be cluster grenades. So you like literally those people that are camping, you can literally get them out of cover and stuff like that. So everything is in an opinion about everything. Everybody has an opinion about different stuff, and I get it. Like you've been playing the game one way, and now it's all changing up on you. But this is what we've been asking for. We've been asking for changes to the game for years and things of that nature. Now we've given what we asked for. You can't ask for change and expect things not to change. Are you going to get everything that you want out of the game? Nah. Because I was thinking about a crit status build like no other. You're talking about a crit status build that literally changed the whole dynamics of the game, because you got less time to wait for that to come up. And trauma is one of the big things that we use for like I was thinking about a trauma creeping death build. Like you pass around the blind to everybody in the vicinity. You cannot beat that. Not with a wooden spoon. So all that stuff is coming to the game. Sorry about that. But the new exotics, new trauma is coming to the game and everything of that nature. So when that comes to the game, that's going to be a game changer all in itself. So I'm all for it. Let's get it. Let's see what else they bring out that's going to be crazy. Alright, and like I said, you got that new exotic sniper rifle. I want to see what that thing does, how that works out and everything of that nature. If you want to know anything about this sniper rifle, there are people that are doing the PTS. Unfortunately, I am not one of them. I heard the PTS service had went down for whatever reasons. They went down, and there was a public test service. So it'd be crazy if they released things earlier than they said they would. Oh, they got me. They finally got me. That would actually be dope and messed up at the same time, because we were expecting a few weeks before we got new content, and it's just popping up like that. So we went from having not to grind for a couple of weeks to right back into the grind if they release everything early and just say, you know what, skip it. Let's put this stuff out and give them something. Let it kind of like
Agent, Lewis's last known location was at the lab.
put everybody out there and
on their way to the plant.
shoot everybody and let God sort them out.
Extraction.
But either way, I want you all to have one for one. This is your boy Anubis Can't Be Stopped. I'm over here farming. I'm gonna catch you all in the next one. And shouts out to CBS Clan. I will be seeing you all soon. And watch out, Dark Zone. Status is coming. Status is coming. So it's gonna be a lot of this. Ah!